Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this video all over internet, and it's about this spam-colored man who actually was in the car with his maybe wife or girlfriend or whoever, started with "What's up, my N-word" and all that. Went for that. And a lot of people actually picked on that video and started trying to talk to him and said so many things to him and all that. I mean, this man, I think he is not just stable because, I mean, from his conversation and all that, he does not, his response is not coherent, right? So that is where I have a problem. And then he went for that gaslight himself, not even people that look like me, saying, why would you have to say it? And I cannot say it. So he also want to know why you can say it and he cannot say it. And he went for that to say that I do not see color. And there is nothing like black or this, right? So everybody is the same. And then went for that to also tell us that why is it that we're telling him that because his own people tried talking to him to tell him why he would use that, because that it was a slur that the ancestors used to demean people that look like me, right? So he went for that to say that his ancestors did not owe any slaves or his image. Like, that was so dumb. Someone that they are also trying to correct and call him racist, and he is still running around and trying to defend himself. I am really speechless because somebody cannot be this dumb. Let's get into this video.
What's up, my niggas? Just proving a point that
the only thing that you are proving is that you are racist. Only racist white people want to use that fucking slur. Oh, but it wasn't racist. I wasn't saying that to anybody. You are literally trying to use that word to instigate bullshit. You are using a word that a marginalized community has put a boundary up and said, don't do this. And you and all your wonderful whiteness have said, well, I don't give a fuck about your boundaries because I'm a white man and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. Which means even if you aren't saying that word specifically to somebody, you are still actively participating in white supremacy. Because you believe that your individual white opinion matters more than millions and millions and millions and millions of black people. You're not cool, you're not smart, you're not edgy, you're just another racist. And just in case anybody hasn't already figured out where I stand on this should clear up any fucking questions, boo-boo. The only thing that you are proving is that you are racist. Only racist white people want to.
Hey, bro, I'm not proving I'm racist because to define the word means to be using hate. I'm not hating on anybody. I love all people who are God's creation. Secondly, I'm more Native American than I am European, and to say a certain group of people can't say a word is actually a definition that would fall under racist. So you're using doublespeak, man, to put me down, though what I said was out of respect. That is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know me, and you're putting me down. But yet my video was just trying to demonstrate that intentions matter more than just a word. Grow up.
Making the bold claim to have love for all people, while also trying to defend the right to openly and purposely disrespect and offend a known historically disrespected and oppressed group of people, even after this same group of people have set the boundary as a known limit to white people, saying the N-word is diabolical and screams white privilege and narcissistic abuse.
what's up, my niggas? Just proving a point that no one can stop me from saying a word that a lot of people use. You know what I mean, Cracker? Got nothing but love for all the races.
How can you honestly say that you have love for all races, specifically the race of black people, while simultaneously making arguments as to why you should have the right to use a slur, the most hurtful, racist, and offensive word to ever leave a white person's lips, and yelling double standard at us because black people openly use the word as a reclamation and as part of AAVE is wild. You see, the N-word is a linguistic taboo that has been reappropriated by the target group of people that slur was intended to harm, and is and has become more positive when spoken between Black people, while also becoming more forbidden by non-Black, non-native AAVE speakers. Not all Black people speak AAVE, which is a language, and not all Black people use the N-word. And while none of that has anything to do with white people, it seems that some white people cannot stay out of Black folks' business and feel slighted when they are told not to say a word that is a slur against Black people. My question is, why do these white people feel like they want to say the N-word in any context in the first place? If I'm in the presence of another racial group who may have known slurs that have been historically used against them and their people, but that they have taken back, reclaimed in their cultural language, I would never feel like I'm entitled to use that word simply because they say it in my presence or in my company or to each other. Me being a person who's not part of that group, what's that got to do with me? That would be very narcissistic of me, because not only am I giving myself a sense of self-importance and entitlement, but I am also showing my need for attention, acceptance, and admiration from a racial group I don't belong to, while displaying my lack of empathy towards that group of people and how that word is going to impact those people. And I'm also displaying my willingness to exploit my proximity to that racial group of people to curb my own envy of them being able to do something that I can't. Now, as you stated yourself, you can say whatever you want to say. You can use whatever words, and nobody can stop you from getting the word out of your face. But you must also understand that those words have impact. Those words have meaning. Those words have history. Those words have consequences. You cannot run around playing victim when you openly use a slur against a group of people and that group of people hands your ass back to you. You cannot claim to be a person who is full of love for all people while also arguing that you feel offended and you feel like it's a double standard that you can't say a slur. Now, I know that that man has since made an update after having a discussion with a Black woman in his comments, and she seemed to be able to get through to him, and he said he would no longer be using the word. But I would hope that that man and any other non-Black people like him would stop and self-examine why they want to use a slur in the first place. Not all Black people use the N-word. Not all Black people think we should be using the N-word. Not all Black people speak AAVE. But Black business, what happens within the Black community from Black person to Black person, is none of white people's business. And trying to argue the point as to why you should be able to say a slur against people while also claiming to be loving to all says a whole lot about you. Let's do better.
I need you all's help. I need you all to help me find a word for that weak-ass courage that come when weak-ass bitches are by themselves saying stuff that they would never say around the people they're hiding behind their camera to say it to from a distance. While we think of this word, Stephen here said he was going to be the picture representative of that word in the weak ass bitch dictionary. Let's get to it.
What's up, my niggas? Just proving a point that no one can stop me from saying a word that a lot of people use. You know what I mean, cracker? Got nothing but love for all the races. Keep on running.
I want you to hear that ending one more time.
But love for all the races. Keep on running.
Yeah, Sigmund Freud has been busy with slips this week, but I digress. But look at the mortified look on this young lady's face in the car with him as he films this video. I have a message for you, young lady. Get out while you can. But back to Stephen, right? Does anybody know Stephen? Anybody know where anyone near Stephen can reach out to him and test the validity of the statement he just made? Because I'm sure when you say it with that much bravado and all your chest, that you are prepared to back that up in a situation that doesn't involve the mortified young lady and the vehicle you're traveling in down a highway with no black people in the vehicle with you. And TikTok, we need you to understand this video is not bullying and harassing Stephen here. This video is giving Stephen the opportunity that he asked for, basically, to prove or disprove his hypothesis. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Okay? Yeah. Let's get it.
Don't think I'm doing this to put you down. I'm doing this as an example. When you say we, that don't include me. None of my family owned slaves. And even if we could have had, we were not well off enough to. Do you know what I mean? Okay, then. So don't group people in who aren't brown as though they could have had slaves, because none of my family did. And then secondly, when we say white or black, we take on a Freemason idea, because there is no such thing as white or black. Have you seen a white person or a black person? No, you do not. So we have cultures, and mine is not just Caucasian. I'm more Native American than anything. So just wanted to let y'all know that. That's it, man. I've got nothing but respect and love. I was doing this because I didn't understand why people would do this by themselves, but not in front of people. And I don't have no fear, because I only fear God. So if anything was to happen, I will fight it tooth and nail until I die, even on that hill. Bro, let me use you for an example real quick. You say, you don't love me. That's kind of cool that you made that quick of a decision about me. That's cool. Check this out. What I was doing and what I do not understand. I said a word intentionally, knowing how people would react. Okay? In a way that would not be considered hateful. That's how come the video remains up, unless somebody wants to take away a safe place and complain about it. TikTok's fine with it. See what I'm saying? So, let it be known, man. Since I've said it, and since the petrified look on my daughter's face, because of the things she's been taught about a word and how much power it has, that it made her look like this. Even though I've seen this look before, let's just go with full on, yes, she fully meant the expression. Well, would you want people walking around being scared of a word that bad? If it's because the race of anyone else cannot say the word, because yes, it's a bad word, okay? And I do agree people's used it in bad ways for God knows how long, but don't broad brush people into a group because of people's past mistakes, dude. That's not the way it works. All right? So, being honest to everybody individually, I would never cast judgment to this degree. Like, I've literally had people threaten me just because I said a word, right? It's like code red. Everybody wants to see what I've got to say. It's like everybody loses their mind. It's so weird to me. Then I get it now. Someone explained it to me after being kind enough to do so, because truthfully, I just didn't understand how there was a double standard. I'm just told I can't say it, and that's all I've ever been told. And many people don't, because they don't want to, and they do it when they hear the songs. So I'm almost going to consider the fact that music should be to blame then, right? So I agree. I shouldn't say it. And if it's only based off because of the trauma that a group of people went through, right? Horrific things. And they had to hear those words and be called those words, even as they take their last breath, as some people has explained to me, which, dude, that's sad, bro. I don't even know if I could live with something like that, to be honest. All right? Tell me, and everyone not actually being nice about it, when all I was really trying to do was make a point. And I'm cool with criticism. I'm not worried about none of that. Even things that people have said, even things like what you're saying, because I know you may not understand what I'm trying to do. So I'm not going to cast judgment on you. I'm pretty sure you're a cool guy. You know, anybody that would be that passionate about something, obviously, they have to be dedicated people. There you go. All right. So tell me, why is it cool to call me YT? I didn't even know what that meant at first. And say, you're not allowed because this word is so bad. But we've turned it into something good. So we can say it, but you can't. If you guys do not understand the bait and switch there, and then you use hatred to put down anybody, I'm going to tell you, if you hear anybody saying something about black people that's got to be the dumbest thing ever, just know, and they're being propagated on any social media, I can go ahead and tell you, they're probably being paid. Right? Like, who says stupid things? So I've been in disagreement with anybody that would think such a thing would be okay, like racism, right? So when I can still see aspects of it, no matter who the people are, why is it still allowed, right? Think about this, man. If Israeli people are the real Israelis who occupy the land, they're about to take land that's been stolen from them, guys. So, like, great job on the internet putting groups together. People's over there is making things happen, right? But, dude, that's not even the case. I'm not trying to go off topic. I just got a lot to say, man. And things I don't understand, I'm going to question them no matter who the hell is telling me. A KKK member could be telling me something and it be total disgust towards a race. I would want to punch him in the face, just like I would feel the same way to anybody saying they don't love me and they don't care because I said a word. Automatic, in my book, it's dangerous, bro. Dangerous. So if it's about your ancestors, great job on getting rid of something. It's like, hey, let's make the cross the symbol for Christianity. Yeah, I'm sure the guy loved that symbol, though he said, make no graven images. The world is fucked up, man. And thanks for your reciprocation.
Dumb without telling me somebody is dumb. I mean, this particular person is. I'm sorry, I don't like saying it to people, but tell me somebody like I have never seen it. He is so. Ooh, I really don't know what to say or how to start this conversation because this is like something black people have said over and over. And him telling me that why is it you can say it and he can't say it, and then doubled around to say that I love you all. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he is. I mean, something is like he is not so stable. This is how I feel. Do not judge me, but that is how I feel. Because because I see a lot of comments on his post, and he just kept responding to the post one after the other, implicating himself and even making that worse. Even his own people actually wrote and told him, man, why are you? One, I was actually told him, that's law. I mean, coming out of a white person's is immediately taken different because our ancestors owned slaves and used that slur as the meaning, right? And then he went around dancing around and he said, if you said we, that did not include him because his ancestors or his own family did not own slaves, according to him. And he said, even if he could have that they were not well to do or something like that. That is to tell you how unintelligent he is. Who are his ancestors? I don't just don't understand. And he went around to say that he is more of a, did he say a Hispanic or native than white? Do we need to know if your ancestors or your immediate family old or not? No, because you are still benefiting from the same system. And the fact that they refuse to acknowledge this is something that I really don't know how to go about it. But they actually know what they are doing, because if they accept it, it means that they are wrong. So how do you want them to accept it? Right? And I really don't get, how can he say there is no such thing as white and black? Because he said it. There is no such thing as white and black, but you know your color, right? I know my color. If we go out, we can actually, but when the traffic light turns green, he knows that he is supposed to stop. When it goes red, he knows that he is not supposed to move, right? So why are they always lying? I don't see color. I don't see color. You actually came out on the internet with your whoever that was seated in your car, and you said this out loud, like you don't care. It is just a word and you are supposed to use it, because how can they use it and you cannot use it? That it does not make any sense. It is ignorant. You are not more any native. He said he's more native than a Caucasian. You are a palm colored person, and stop deceiving yourself. I don't know. Just when you listen to this video, you understand why I said that somebody is actually mentally not okay. He was trying to prove a point that every other person can say it. Now you have proven the point, and his page is on fire, and he is looking for a way to defend himself, and then still going around to gaslight himself, not even me. And the fact that that video is still up is something that and he said that he is not going to take it down, right? He wouldn't take it down because it does not affect anybody. And I am sure that video probably may have been reported, and it is still up there smiling. It means TikTok is always doing overtime. You all know how they do their thing. This is really stupidity on the highest level, because somebody is going to come out to gaslight you and tell you, did he hurt you or did he make you feel any bad? Some people already told you that this is something they do not want you to use, and he intentionally did it because he wanted to see people's reaction. And then the person seated next to him, they are also birds of the same feather, because what do you want to tell me? He was trying to experiment, and I hope that experimentation he's trying to do, I hope he finds it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.